When you're invited to the NFL Combine, you're on the big stage. You can become the talk of the town, but sometimes you can still fly under the radar, and we have just one of those players, Jack Kiser, linebacker out of Notre Dame. Being a 6-year college player for the Fighting Irish, Jack has really established himself well as the perfect mold of a linebacker. He'd see his first consistent action in his third year, recording 45 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 forced fumbles, 5 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions, both returned for touchdowns.
And intercepted again! Wow! Notre Dame! Hello!
Even though he'd graduate in 2022, he'd maintain his eligibility and went on to play 2 more seasons for the team. After having another solid season, Jack would declare for the 2025 NFL Draft and would receive an invite to the NFL Combine.
Jack Kiser, I think, is the best tackling linebacker in this year's draft. In his career, he's had 285 tackle attempts, only missed 13 of them. 4.6% career missed tackle rate, second among all linebackers in the country since 2019.
You don't go 6 years in college without perfecting at least one part of your game, and for Jack, that'd have to be his tackling. He established himself well as a sure tackler, able to wrap and drive efficiently, which was shown by his impressive 4% missed tackle rate, which is 11% lower than the average. He's seen as having untapped potential as a blitzer, having surprising pop on his rush, and has a plethora of moves that allow him to get past a blocker like chops and a very intense bull rush. When he engages with a blocker, he's very effective, able to get consistent good hand placement and push to disrupt blockers while also using his extremely high motor to possibly overwhelm blockers who aren't expecting the intensity. But where Jack thrives the most is his football IQ. He has a great knack for reading the offense and diagnosing run plays before they're run, which allows him to call out and make the necessary adjustments. He demonstrates a very good ability to be a defensive captain at the next level, which is backed up by his clear respect given by his teammates and being selected as a team captain in 2024. And while Jack is great on defense, he's also very experienced at special teams, racking up over 1,000 yards and has showcased his ability to play at any position on special teams. Unfortunately for Jack, time is not on his side. He'll be turning 25 years old early in his rookie year, which means what you see now is what you'll most likely get. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to improve or develop further, being more of a finished product than a lot of scouts would like to see. Jack is seen as a bit of a liability in coverage at times, struggling against more shifty running backs and more athletic tight ends. He struggles especially with vertical or seam routes and quick cuts due to his limited athleticism.
Short roll, sets up, backs it up, and caught! Wow, Clay Cundiff.
Speaking of his athleticism, even though he does have the ideal frame for an NFL linebacker, he lacks the proper bend and explosiveness which could be exploited at the next level. He also doesn't have great sideline-to-sideline speed, which could limit him further as a stalwart middle linebacker at the next level. This hurts him quite a bit because while he shows some potential as a pass rusher, he is not the type of linebacker you want blitzing all the time. I say that because Jack can tend to get stuck on blockers, lacking the proper lower body strength and anchor to break away, which could remove him from a play entirely. I was recommended to check out Jack by somebody on Reddit, and I have to say I'm a little conflicted about him. Jack has all the tools to be a starter in the NFL, being a sure tackler and a possible signal caller on defense, but his coverage ability is a little iffy at times. It's not horrible by any means, but NFL teams will have to focus on that quite a bit with his limited pass rushing ability. Now, if a team takes the time to fix his coverage problems and help him finish developing, he could become a serviceable linebacker at the next level. Now, I know this completely contradicts what scouts say about his age, but I've never been a big believer in age being a big downside. We've seen so many players break out in their late 20s and early 30s, and I feel that Jack just needs a chance. He strikes me as more of a win-now pick with how polished he seemingly is. With all that being said, I wouldn't be surprised with a 5th or 6th round selection for Jack. He has all the talent in the world and just needs an NFL team to take a chance on him and possibly teach an old dog new tricks. But what do you guys think about Jack Kiser? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like Jack or my analysis of him, why not drop a like and maybe subscribe? It takes 5 seconds. We're doing great things, and they don't stop here.